Hello, world. I am so thrilled to be with you tonight and to share with you a little bit why excitement and vision boards need to go hand in hand. I want you to think about a goal that you set at some point in your life that you didn't reach. Some dream you had, some goal that you set that you didn't get there. What are some of the hallmarks of those goals? What are some of the things that you still feel a little ugh about on the inside? Do you feel that carrying over into any of the goals in your future and any of the places that you're moving towards? There are two things that we need to understand about our brains and vision boards. The first is that our brain is going to give us the story that we tell it repeatedly. It is really awesome at following instructions. And so if we always tell our brain ugh in regards to goals, that's always what it's going to give us back. As I talked about in a previous video, when we complain, the things that we want go farther away when we complain about those things. When we find joy in those things, they come closer to us. Also, the second thing we need to know about our brains: excitement does wonders in the creation process. I'm going to take you on a little story for a minute. Moses. So I just want you to envision Moses. He has returned from the desert and come to the children of Israel and said, "Children of Israel, I am going to free you. I want you to be free." And the children of Israel go, "That has never happened before. We want to be protected, even though we want protection more than we want freedom, and we think you're crazy. This is just never going to happen." And so Moses shows Pharaoh the first plague, the first miracle. And the children of Israel go, "Oh, wow, that was kind of cool, but you just made our lives harder," because Moses retaliated. It's because Ramses retaliated, and it made it harder for the Hebrews. And so instead of them being excited by the miracle that was performed, all they saw was a setback. And this happened time after time after time. How do we look at goals? The thing about life is an opposition. There is, for every force or every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction or force. So as we are pushing forward, as we are trying new things, there's going to be an equal amount of resistance against us. How do we respond to that resistance? Do we just give up and say, "Oh, this is totally not worth it. I can't do this. This is too hard"? Or do we say, "Well, I know that what I want is more important than this resistance. I know that what I'm going for is more important than the resistance that I'm feeling"? You might be going, "How does that work? How does that happen?" That happens by creating an after story, by building our mind in our minds and making real in our minds what it is that we hope to accomplish. For me, that is mentoring full time, being able to wake up every morning and help people. That's what I'm in for. That's what I want to do. And so I tell myself, okay, what is it that I want and why is it that I want it? Find your why. Find what makes you want that thing so much that when resistance comes, you can say, "It doesn't matter because I care about that thing." When you hit hard times and it just seems like every door is slamming in your face, because there is a wall between you and your goal. Your brain doesn't know how to get to that goal. And so as you tell an after story, it helps you go through the wall and to see what life is like, to see what options are on the other side. And it brings hope and it gives encouragement, because what you visualize in your mind, your after story that you build, the details that you build, help you find joy and help you hold on to that thing even when things get tough. Because it is a law that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. How are you going to respond to that reaction? And do you have the guts to keep moving forward? I am so excited for you to start building your after story. Make it, what is it that you see? What is it that you hear? What is it that you smell? What is it that you're touching? What is that, a snapshot of that moment like? And just think through that and build it so that you can prepare your mind to fully embrace it. So that as it happens, you go, oh, this feels familiar. In order to do new, unfamiliar things, you train your brain to make that unfamiliar thing familiar, and you will see wonders as you teach your brain to look for the good instead of the bad. I hope you have a fantastic